Oh, that was a fast notification. Came up in Discord almost instantly. Nice. Hmm. Starting to suspect that I get better frames when I'm not in full screen mode for Minecraft, which seems backwards. Not sure. Oh god, what is that frame lag? This is regular green lime terracotta and green concrete. That's what I need. Anything that's not that can go back away. Here I have green concrete and lime terracotta. Okay, good. I guess I'll get started with that, but actually, Ender, I don't know if you're watching. Yes, actually. Okay, good. Yeah, I might need more grass blocks. I got plenty of dirt, but not the actual grass. I suppose what I could do is just, you know, be conservative with the grass that I have and just place dirt where I want to have grass and let the grass grow over it. In which case I might not need more grass, but I guess we'll see. I think the main thing that's going to be trouble is the concrete and terracotta, so I'm going to need a lot of that too. Really, I'm going to need a lot of everything. I think the only thing I actually have covered is the wool that I'm using, because we have at least 2 shulker boxes of the green wool in storage here, and I can always buy more from Needle or snag some from B-Man's farm. I'm sure he wouldn't mind too much. Yeah, as you can see, I already started working on that. But this is what I'm working on. Just a big circular lawn around the World Hall. I kind of marked it out with grass already. I'm trying to smoothen out the terrain over here a little bit. This was a lot taller before, and it's kind of rough around the edges where the terrain used to meet the World Hall, but we'll fix that up too. And yeah, all around this circle, I'm looking to follow this sort of gradient pattern. It's not really a gradient because it doesn't really flow perfectly from light to dark tones. But it's something. It's gonna look cool, I think. It'll look like a nice manicured fancy lawn, which is really what I'm going for. Like a cut lawn. Yeah, exactly. So, here we go. I guess I'll just do what I can for now, and then at some point I'll take a break and do some like terracotta grinding. Hello, thank you. You can just put that anywhere. Maybe it'd be faster if I just use the shovel here. Thanks a lot, Ender. Oh, and some terracotta too. Fantastic. Yeah. I've been enjoying this, oh, sand and gravel. Thanks. We should have quite a bit of gravel and storage, but I don't know if we might need more. I mean, just from all the digging that we do, we get tons and tons of gravel. I've been enjoying this as a nice and relaxing activity. Since it's a big grind and pretty simple, it's going to be a pretty result. The hardest part, which wasn't even that hard, was just like figuring out the circle, how I wanted to position it, which was a lot easier with MiniHUD, this mod that I have installed. It lets you create circles, squares, boxes, pretty much any kind of shape you might need, and visualize it perfectly. So I never have to use that, what's it called again, that online tool for voxel shapes again? Plots, yeah. Never have to use that again. Not that it was that bad or anything, but inevitably every time I would try to replicate a circle from that, I would always screw it up somehow. And then it would take me like hours to figure out where the missing block is, or how I measured things wrong. Hey, it's me, the Homeowners Association. You're going to need at least 18 lawn gnomes, otherwise we're sticking you with the 32 diamond nut. Fine. I think we can do 32 lawn gnomes and more. That just makes me think, like, there's got to be a lawn gnome, like, player head somebody's made. There's got to be multiple, right? And if not, we should totally create one and just put them all over the place. Sorry, 32 lawn gnomes is too many for the Homeowners Association. You'll be fined 64 diamonds. They keep changing the rules on me. Can't please anybody these days. Speaking of gnomes, I'm putting some cursed dudes in the source corrupted forest once it's fleshed out. I see. What concerns me a little bit about that statement, Ender, is that when you're talking about the source and you say fleshed out, it could mean something different. We haven't read the bylaws. That'll be 4 netherite scrap, please. Thank you. Ah, jeez. They got me. This is the end for me. Maybe I'll just be like Coco and not own a home, not live anywhere. Just kind of put my shulker boxes in everybody else's homes. Oh no, it means exactly what you think. Mm-hmm. How ominous. So the cursed tree, cursed dudes in the source. So the corrupted forest, is that going to be like full of those trees that you almost did for B-Man's gift? Or is there something else I'm thinking of? Oh, sweet. I'm really excited to see that because I still think that was a really great color combination. Not right for the gift, but it was good. More teal blue. Okay. Yeah, that'll still be good. Love the O's, yeah. That just shows the light level of the block. I don't really need to keep that on all the time, but I'm too lazy to toggle it on and off when I need it. I'm really just using it for the circles right now. It's part of that same mini HUD mod. Oh, I might have to run and get more moss, actually, because I don't think we had that much in the World Hall storage here. Fortunately, I have a great farm for that, so that'll be no problem. But let me just check and see if there's any more left here. Yeah, not really. So I may as well, like, just bring a whole bunch extra to keep here in case people need it. Gonna go grab that now. So what were you guys up to today, PP, Ender? Anything special or just another regular day? Tuesday again, huh? No problem. Do you ever get this bug? The trick with this is to shoot the boat. Or shoot where the server thinks the boat is. And it'll break your boat. Mounting one of the slabs, yeah, that might have worked too. Let me see. Oh yeah, totally. I'll try that next time. Ender slept until 12 and then ate a quiche and felt sick. Oh no, I hope it was nothing in the quiche. And you made a chocolate mug cake and now you feel even more sick. You're a glutton for punishment. You get sick from the eggs. So you know that you get sick from eggs and chocolate mug cakes, but you eat them anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. Eggs are great. But you can't help yourself, can you, PP? Those raw, rotten eggs, they're the best. Delightful. Greetings. Oh, who said that? Oh no. First the homeowner association and now the IRS. Things are just escalating. I still have to do my tax return too, but I will. Oh, you like my music? This is from one of Lena Raine's albums. Not from a game she did, but like a standalone album. You're going to lurk and take in the masterful lawn care. Good luck with the rest of the decoration. Alright, sounds good. I will do my best to touch all of the grass. Let me see, what is this track actually called? It's called Wake Up from the album One Knowing. Well, now that I've got this like music situation figured out, maybe I should consider putting like a little music widget on the screen somewhere. It does make me sleepy too. Maybe it's waking up in the sense of like waking up on a Sunday morning, like you've been able to sleep in most of the morning. It's 10:30 and there's no rush, no hurry to get out of bed. Everything is fine. There's nothing to worry about. You just take as much time as you can. Definitely not a wake up and hurry up, you gotta go to work or class kind of music. This is just a wake up and exist. The one thing with like a music widget though on the screen is how that would look on the VOD, I guess. Because if I'm not having music on the VODs, it would look a little bit strange to have it, you know, showing some kind of music playing. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. In 2 weeks, you get that Sunday off. So regardless of if we do the next meeting Saturday or Sunday, I can be there for like all of it. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Especially considering the potential is there to do West Tunnel. You know, maybe we should motion to do West Tunnel, if only because you'll have lots of time to do it. Realizing there's now a flaw in my idea to start with the dirt and let the grass spread because there's also mycelium right here. Yep, it's already turning into mycelium. Oh no, maybe I need to like do the borders in grass and then fill it in with dirt. Perhaps that is the strategy. West or north, because you got both tunnels. You got carry-on and the source. That's true. You do have carry-on. But there's definitely more to see and talk about in the source currently, I feel. Stop it. This doesn't feel right for some reason. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be one more out here, I think. Each of these lines I'm doing like 3 blocks diagonally. Let the fungus grow, it wants to devour. I know. It'll have its places, but I want a very nice green lawn here. This is not going to be the only green space in the whole living island, rest assured. I wonder, is it possible the mycelium is like growing from under the block? I know like after some time, the mycelium will like decay if a block is on top of it, but for whatever time it has before that happens, is it possible that it's spreading? Yeah, there it goes again. Guess I'll have to come back and fix this later. If there's too much. Hello, Bat Boy. How are you today? Gosh, that painting project you shared is so impressive. She did a great job on that. And it's really cool to see how you guys are like personalizing your new home. That's a really nice way to do it. Really fun way. Yeah, I bet the picture doesn't do it justice. She wants to add some more details to it. That makes sense, because it kind of looks very, not simplistic, but like a canvas, like for other things to be added in. So is it going to be details like to the terrain, or maybe some like Star Wars ships or characters, or she's going to be doing a small strip in the same room that's space with a bunch of Star Wars ships. Oh, that's going to look so cool. If she's doing like multiple walls, like you've got a theme for that rim going now, and I'm curious, what exactly is that rim in your house? Like, is it going to be the Star Wars room, or is it just like the guest bedroom in your mind? Yo, Screw. How you doing? It's the open living space that has the TV in it. Okay. Well, it kind of makes sense then, because, you know, of all the Star Wars movies and shows, to have that in a room oriented for watching TV and movies and stuff. You're at work still? What are you doing watching streams at work? Is it slow today? You have a few prints of the main planets from each of the original 6 movies above the patio door. Oh, wow. So it's not just this room then. It sounds like your whole house is kind of achieving this theme. You're off work in 4 minutes, so you're done working for the day. Makes sense, yeah. I would say the same, but it's gotten to the point at my job with my role that I have people like messaging me at all times of the day and throughout the night, so my work day doesn't really have a solid beginning and end, unfortunately. However, I can make time to stream sometimes. The living room has the patio door. It's only a 2-bedroom kitchen living space condo. Oh, okay. Still, that's if you're planning to do Star Wars theme stuff all over the place, that's gonna be impressive. Just checked your phone and you saw the notification, so you thought you'd pop in, say hello before your drive home. Well, I appreciate you saying hi, and I hope that your drive home goes well. You're not that important at this company yet, so you're still under a year, so you're at the bottom of the totem pole. Yes, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts, my friend. What's going on? Oh, they're fighting. Uh-oh. Your drive home is an hour though, which is lame. Oh yeah, I feel that. I don't miss the commute anymore. I used to have also an hour-long commute, although it was broken up a bit. It wasn't all driving, so that kind of took the monotony out of it a little bit. But I don't ever want to go back to commuting. My company's gone to like a hybrid model, working remote sometimes and on-site sometimes. And my team, because it's mostly technology oriented, we're remote like most of the time. That said, I do have to be on site this week. Anyway, I don't miss it, and I hope at some point you can work remote too. Your job doesn't let anyone work remotely. That sounds nice, haha. But like, why though? Like, I think you've mentioned you have like a technology oriented job too, where you mostly just work on a computer, right? So like, what's the point of making everybody come in every day? Well, yeah, retail is a different story. It's nice that you can walk home though. I kind of wish, like, even if I had to do it every day, that I could just walk to my job, like, because that would be my excuse for getting out for a 40-minute walk every day. You all work on the computer all day and your boss is just old school. But that's not a real excuse. You can't just say you're old school, therefore all of my employees, all of these people have to suffer. He doesn't accept remote work. Well, you don't have to accept his employment. I mean, I'm not saying you should quit your job. I'm just saying that his days are numbered if he's gonna maintain that. It's just stupid because when we have meetings, we all call in from our separate offices. Yeah, like, you're already practically working remote, except that you're all in the same building. Oh, it doesn't make any sense, man. Well, if it pays well, then I guess that's understandable. For the right price, it doesn't matter how annoying it is. I could be your boss? Oh, geez. It sounds like I'm gonna go take care of his boss. Yeah, his days are numbered. I just mean, like, there's I really think like a paradigm shift happening in the industry where more and more companies are going fully remote, and the ones that aren't going remote are seeing a lot of turnover with their employees. So I don't think like society as a whole is gonna go back to that very easily. And technology is just going to keep getting better and better. And especially now that remote work is being more normalized, there's an opportunity for technology to grow into this area to support more remote work and make a lot of money through that. So like, just by nature of capitalism, even I don't think we're going to go back to like mainly on-site work for technology-related jobs. You think your boss will crack at some point and give in? Yeah, I think he will too. Once he realizes how like kind of fiscally stupid his decisions are. I don't want to play. I don't want to be president. I just want to play Minecraft. Let me be. Anyway, what comes after moss here? More lime terracotta. Do we have more lime? Nope. I have to make more. Good thing Ender brought some. All right, Screw. Have a safe drive. We'll see you in an hour. Oh, you're here too, Kelly. I thought you were playing Genshin. I'll just put a crafting table down here. It's probably easier. Going back and forth. There is... You lurk a bit. Okay. Fair enough. I would too if you were streaming. Yeah, it's getting there. So I have this like pattern that I'm repeating in a big circle around the world hall. I think it's gonna look good. But I need to make more terracotta. Oh, I missed this comment. Sadly, a lot of companies who switch to remote think, oh, I can pay my people less because they're home, when in reality, you kind of need a bit more money in order to set up a good office. Well, kind of. I know a lot of people who, like, for the first year of COVID, when they were working remote, just didn't do anything to really support their new lifestyle. They just, you know, grabbed one of their dining room chairs and put it, well, they just sat at their dining room table, I should say, and just had their laptop there because they all thought that they were going to be back within like a couple months. But no, it turned out it's not just going to be 1 year or 2 years, but for a long time to come. And at that point, they started to invest in better office space. So you're right. That's something people should consider, is they might want to invest in a better home environment to support working remotely. I wouldn't say it's a necessity. It's definitely ideal. And I also wouldn't say it's something that the company itself should worry about, but more so like someone's own personal decision or responsibility. Just like the company is really not concerned with how I commute to work. And in some cases, they do offer some like discounted parking or maybe some reimbursement on like rail line travel. But I would say in most cases where it's like really fortunate if there's some benefit like that. And I don't think they would offer the same benefit for working remotely. I think they would see the fact that you can work remotely as the benefit, at least for now, while it's still kind of a new thing. Hopefully in the near future, you can paint the ceiling of your room. We were thinking of making a galaxy scene. Yeah, that's always fun. I like when you know, make like a galaxy scene or a space scene on a wall, because then you can get those glow in the dark stickers, or maybe there's even glow in the dark paint, and you can make the stars light up if you want to. That's something I had when I was a kid on like a very small portion of my wall. I always thought it was fun. I don't think it's just appropriate for kids, but it's a fun way to decorate, you know, any kind of space, make it interactive in some way or intriguing in some way. Hopefully, oh, if you owned your house, you would totally do fiber optic ceiling light. Oh yeah, that would be cool. That's the other thing too. Like, I guess a lot of people don't live in spaces that they really have control over. They can get in trouble for making, you know, seemingly benign changes like that. I guess it depends on the landlord, right? Like some landlords might see you do that and be like, oh, it's adding value to the space. Yeah, go ahead. And then other landlords just want complete control. So now we need some more grass over here. This time I'll try just doing the outline first with the grass. Yours just said no super dark colors, so I might do a blue sky instead. And then again, we'll probably have to paint it over anyways. It sounds like your landlord is kind of lenient then. Wow, that one instantly became mycelium. How dare. So rude. I'm just watching to see if it acts up again. It's also nighttime, so it might not be growing fast. What are they doing over there? Maybe we should give them an arena to fight in. I feel like this happens every time they're online. Yeah, siblings being siblings. I mean, I'm not concerned about it. I just I think it's funny. And I was thinking if they had a designated place to fight in, that they might enjoy that. Did I just make all that terracotta and then forget about this spot I was working on? Ay. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I was meant to do the green concrete there before the moss. Ah, heck. I guess I'll finish that last little bit over there first. So it's going to be green wool now, right? Grass, moss, lime, and then green wool. Yeah. Okay. So it's done over there. Now I can take this down. And where did I put that green concrete? Here's some. Oh, is this supposed to be a different block? Guess I'll fix that later. I feel like with your new diet, you don't get a lot of energy. Aren't you eating mostly like meats and veggies? Not a lot of carbohydrates? Reduced carbs. That makes sense because I think it's carbohydrates that give you a lot of ATP. What they do? How dare you be weak? You're my brother. It's an embarrassment. One nice thing about the blocks I've chosen to touch each other is that they all use different tools to harvest, so it's easy to clean this up if I need to. Okay, now it's going to be the lime again, correct? I think so. No, can't pick it up. It's fine. I always remember when I was in the swim team, before we would have a big meet, we would always have pasta parties the night before. And the idea was that all the carbohydrates would give us the energy that we needed to succeed the following night. Found a really good cauliflower pasta. Ooh. We eat a lot of veggie pasta here too, so we're always on the lookout for good brands. Okay, now it's the moss. How are you having your cauliflower pasta? Tomato sauce, Parmesan, or just plain with butter? Chicken cacciatore. Very nice. Getting fancy. Oh no. Even just looking at the pixels, I think I recognize this. I think they have this at my shop, right? Let me see. Veggie Craft. Yeah, I think I'm familiar with this brand. I don't know if we've gotten the cauliflower elbow pasta specifically though, so maybe we'll pick that up next time we go shopping. It's good, a bit tougher than normal. It's like stays al dente. Well, that's good because I like al dente. I like it to have a little chew to it. And now it's going to be more grass, right? I think so. Got some for tonight's supper, so we'll see if it absorbs the juices. Yeah, I guess that's the other side of the coin, right? If it, even though it's tougher, if it stays al dente, it might not absorb things. Question. When you make macaroni and cheese, like not fancy mac and cheese, just the boxed mac and cheese, do you put the powder in with the water when you're boiling it before the pasta? Or do you put the powder in after boiling the pasta? Just a simple question. I feel like that's putting milk before the cereal. Yeah, I guess you could kind of see it that way. Do you do that? Put the milk in before the cereal? You strain the pasta out, keep like a dash of water, and then add the cheese packet. Of course, like the instructions say. Yes. That's the only right way to do it. Oh no, I think I've done this grass wrong. I've put the milk in before the grass. Make pasta and then make sauce and add back pasta. Yes. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I expected. But I did hear someone at work today saying they don't do it that way. They don't really read the instructions and just put the packet in with the water. So it made me curious, like, oh, who is this a thing people do? Look, I've known some of the work they've been put through, so I wouldn't blame them too much if they're crazy at this point. They also don't live in this country, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like maybe people have different ways of making things in other countries. Mac and cheese is definitely one of those things, right? That's probably versatile enough for everyone to have their own way of doing it. Well, at least for homemade mac and cheese, but the boxed mac and cheese, I don't know. That's a quick way to make watery mac and cheese. Yeah, like I can't imagine it being that appetizing, but it got me curious. Oh, I don't want to drink the cheese sauce through a straw. Well, no one said you had to use a straw. You don't use a straw for cereal, even if you put the milk in first, right? Or maybe you do, I don't know. Yeah, I'm wondering what happened there. Oh no. That's a huge oof. I was worried that like maybe there was a glitch or something because you don't normally see that death message. But unfortunately, because they simply made a mistake, they weren't watching their durability, and not because it was some glitch, I will not restore what they lost. Very sad. Well, that's nice. At least Coco's here to help. It's true that we do have a lot of elytra. Just in general, like anyone who participates in those dragon fights, I'm sure has plenty of spare elytra. Yeah, literally like 30 dragons. I'm glad people enjoy the dragon fights, but I did not anticipate the fervor that people would have. Oh, I do have more lime. Okay, great. This music sounds kind of like Metroid music. I see how you would get that impression. This one is called The Maiden Under the Twilight Moon by Galore. How is the music, by the way? I know it was a little bit soft one of the nights that I streamed. I have it at about like 30% right now. Okay. Good to know. Three shulkers of gravel? Oh, excellent. I can make more concrete then. Thank you so much. It's quiet, but it's a good level. Not the main focus, but there when no talking. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. You're gonna get supper and then get sand. Well, it's looking good from a distance. Okay, now time for more wool. Hello? Hello? Oh, meeting up with Coco. More wool. I require more wool. I'm really tempted now to try and find some like lawn gnome player heads and just haberdasher them while I'm here. Hi, Needle. Thank you for the love. You like that idea? Yeah, PP sort of brought it up. But we should totally do it. How you doing? Are you at work still or on your way home or what's the story? Just got out. Nice. How'd it go today? Was it a slog or... Oh, gonna drive now? Yep. Very good. Have a nice and safe drive. I'm glad to hear it was good. I was starting to think also like how I might do some foliage on the lawn, potentially. I'm not sure if I would want to keep it very flat all around or have maybe some decorative like bushes, maybe some like what do you call them? Like bush statues or trimmed bushes here and there. I'm not sure what else I would be able to do really, because there's only some part of this that's you know, something you can actually plant flowers on and stuff. Topiaries, yes, that's the word I was looking for. Not everywhere. Like, I do still want to give the sense that this is like a wide open space, a field that you might want to have a picnic in, but some decorative topiaries or other foliage here and there would break it up a bit and feel nice, I think. I think I need to make more concrete just in time. Thank you, Ender. Where'd you put that gravel, actually? I'm guessing it's in the World Hall itself. I'll put this stuff away for the moment so I have more space. I'm totally just throwing stuff anywhere. Hello, Ender. But in any case, we should have some more here. Oh yeah, tons of it. So it's 4 gravel and 4 sand, right? Maybe I want to do 8 stacks of gravel. And then 8 stacks of sand if I can manage. Is 7. I'll put 3 back and then stone cut this one. There we go. Oh, need another stack of dye. The bucket's gone. Unless this is the bucket. I might not have put it back. This is so much easier. Oh, Batboy, I meant to ask you, since Needle and I were talking about it a little bit before. But I noticed the area you've been clearing out by the village. I know you said you were chopping down some trees, but Needle mentioned that Shelby has a cool idea for a new project. So I mean, whatever that is, I'm sure it's going to be good. Looking forward to it, but I was curious if there was any more details you wanted to share. For all I know, it could be building Star Wars there. Chopping trees to possibly build a tree. Ah, awesome. Big tree is one of those things, one of those not stereotypical, but like iconic things to build in Minecraft, isn't it? But ended up going in a slightly different direction. Oh, interesting. Big tree, but with a twist. It's going to be a large build that's hopefully not going to intrude on anyone, but will be cool to come across in the world. I see. I guess it depends on where you plan on building it. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. If you're thinking of building it close to your village or like on that ridge, then it probably shouldn't get in anybody's way. Oh, wait, what? This is not actually part of the circle, is it? Huh. Should maybe trim this mycelium away so I don't confuse myself again. That's odd. Why would I have left it there? Because it looks like it's in a deliberate shape. Hmm. Yeah, you're being pretty vague, but I appreciate that you're, leaving some surprises. I'm just curious. I can't help but be curious, but I'll also, I appreciate a good surprise, a good build to wonder about. The scale is 0.5 up to 7 blocks, so 14 times approximately. 14 times like the size of a normal tree, or like relative to what? If that's not giving too much away. The tree isn't the big focus, just could have been a part of it. It isn't going to be now, just large flowers, which might be enough of a clue as to what it might be. Large flowers. Is this something original, or is it based on some kind of media, film, movie, book? original but semi-inspired by a Lego Minecraft set. Oh, okay. I actually don't know a lot about the Lego Minecraft sets, but I am aware at least that they sometimes incorporate, like, not random things, but things that aren't necessarily a part of vanilla Minecraft. Like things that players might build, but things that aren't inherently part of the game. Which is also interesting because one of those things at one point was the cherry trees was in one Lego set that I am aware of. And that set was released like, I think a year ago. Something like that. And now we have cherry trees coming to the game. I don't know if that is to say, like, these Lego sets are offering clues or hints of what might eventually be in Minecraft, or is it more just the nature of, like, the development of Minecraft anyway, that eventually many things will be part of the game. Anything you can imagine will probably end up having some kind of block or analog. I only really know this because this point was like brought up by somebody on Twitter. I don't really know much about the other Lego sets. What are we on now? So after the wool, it's going to be more lime terracotta. Okay. Do they have a deep dark Lego set at this point? So that was a fairly recent addition to the game when you consider everything that, you know, would need to go into a Lego set. All the marketing and development for that. They do. That's really cool. It would make sense that it's a large set if it's like a whole ancient city or something, or meant to be like that. But that's awesome. I was really wondering what a Lego minifigure of the Warden might look like, or how they would translate the weird looking like skulk sensors and shriekers to Lego pieces. And all the glowing elements of it too. Minecraft Lego sets are like, I don't know, I never thought about buying them because although Minecraft translates really well to Lego, I don't know if, like, if you weren't a fan of Minecraft, those sets would maybe feel a little uninspired to you, because it's just like, oh, they're on a farm, or oh, they're in a cave, or whatever. But the Deep Dark is something very original in Minecraft. Of course, there's other like horror games and stuff like that, but what exactly would you call Skulk? What exactly would you call the Warden? What would you even relate that to? It's not stereotypical by any means, so I feel like that Lego set in particular has a lot of value. Lots of unique blocks, though, for custom builders. Oh, that's true, too. Oh, you mean, like, in general with the Lego sets? That they have a lot of specific bricks. That kind of makes sense. I guess for the more hardcore, like, Lego folks who do a lot of custom builds, all those sets have a lot of value. Forbidden Lego techniques. It's been a very long time since I've ever played with Lego or bought a Lego set. I don't know. I used to play with them all the time. I loved them when I was a kid. I really liked having that medium for like playing out scenarios in my imagination. I think that was, I'm talking like when I was a young kid before I discovered like a lot of video games, and then also before I developed like my own, I guess, artistic skill set and was able to draw things and play things out that way. And now I have Minecraft, and that suffices in other ways. They have an amazing botanical run of sets. That makes sense. The last time you played with Lego, a clear block went into your foot. Oh no. They should have some kind of like warning about stepping on Legos on those boxes, shouldn't they? Shelby just got a wild flower set that she has in a vase in our dining space. Okay, now that's actually really cool. Like you can use them as like decorative pieces for your home. And I have noticed, can appreciate that Lego's putting out a lot of sets now that are more like collectibles and meant to be put on display. More so than just like a kid's toy. That's really cool. Your house sounds so cool, man. I'm so happy that you guys are like, you know, not pulling any punches and making it your own space and having fun with it. And of course that's something I definitely wouldn't put that past Shelby. She has that energy. You got a succulent like Lego piece at your job? And you work retail, so that's interesting. They let you, you know, decorate stuff. A lot of retail jobs are very, well, I say a lot, but there are definitely some retail jobs that are so over controlled to the degree that you can't even decorate things that are, you know, not in compliance. Nah, you put them on the shelves. Oh, but at work. I'm a little confused. You work in the toy section at Walmart. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. Thank you. Sent a couple links on Discord in the server chat. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Oh my god. That's so detailed and colorful. That's really gorgeous. I wouldn't expect that from like Lego, but that looks awesome. And I feel like I see maybe more in the background on that shelf there, Bat Boy. Is that more like Lego pieces or just like, I don't know, other flowery looking objects? That's so cool. Man, I kind of want to get like a little Lego set now. I haven't done a lot to decorate my space or my room or really my desk at all. I do still have that like well, I have like a little Lego. It's not even real Lego. I have a little Lego like Pokemon figure. It's like a I don't want to say knockoff Lego, but it's basically Lego without being Lego. Kind of see Cooking Kirby as well. Oh yeah, I see the chef hat in the corner there. You got to knock off Max Block Magikarp. Max Block, maybe that's what it was. I don't remember anymore. You have one of those that's Charizard. Oh. Help me out here. I don't remember the name of the one that I have, but it's the little like candle ghost Pokemon. It's actually one of my favorites, so I I don't know why. Litwick, yes. Yes, Litwick. Thank you. Time for more grass. Yeah. I'd like to do more to decorate my space. I mean, I definitely will, but I think my hesitation at this point comes down to just still living in an apartment, not really feeling like the space is mine, or feeling uh, the contention of like, oh, if I put a lot of effort into it now, I'm just gonna have to take it down when I inevitably move in the near future. I have been looking at houses and stuff, so kind of hoping to move out sometime this year. And then after that, you know, I'll be in a more permanent space and feel more like I own the space that I'm living in, and I can go as crazy as I want, just like you guys have. In the meantime, I'll keep those ideas in my back pocket. Maybe not painting a wall, but pictures or stuff like what we have, it can be nice because you feel more at home. Yes, exactly. For sure. I've never really felt attached to this place because it's never really felt like home to me. It's just a place for me to sleep, basically, to exist in. It's just good for your mental health too. Just a little extra thing you can do. Hmm. I'm starting to get hungry now. I thought I would hold out a little bit longer. I was planning to eat a little something after streaming, but I also haven't eaten since around 12:30, and now it's almost 7 o'clock. At the same time, I don't want to wait too long to eat something because I've been having more problems lately eating late at night, so there's like a window where I can eat that's growing narrower, but I don't want to stop streaming yet. I'm having fun. Oh, is that the Magikarp? Let me see. The fins flap. Yeah, I think that's exactly the same kind of thing that I have with my Litwick. Maybe I'll share a picture later. I don't know how I would do that very quickly right now. So next is going to be more moss, and then lime, and then wool. Okay. You would think I'd have this pattern down by now. Do you want to get the Togepi one next? It's literally 2 pieces, bottom of egg and head. That is funny. That's cute though. Come to think of it, why are there not like Pokemon Lego sets? There's not any, right? Like that seems like such a good opportunity. There are for Max Block, but I'm talking like Lego, unless Max Block is a type of Lego, a brand under Lego. Lego doesn't have the license. Oh man. How do they not get the license? It's too expensive, maybe. But then how does a company like Max Block get the license? I don't know. I mean, that, again, you say it's too expensive, but then there's a lot of other licenses they have for sets, right? That are probably just as expensive. You think about like the Harry Potter franchise. Or Lord of the Rings, I think there's sets for that, right? It seems like awfully random sometimes what ends up becoming a Lego set or not. I understand some part of it is community driven though, right? Like there's the Lego Ideas program that people can vote for. Lego got Disney, right? And Microsoft and Harry Potter, right? There's an Up set coming out soon. Oh, that's a really good idea. There's some really fantastical structures in that movie. I mean, just the house itself is so iconic. That's a great idea for a Lego set. And again, therein lies the question, like, how can they afford that license? But not Pokemon. Nightmare Before Christmas set. Ooh. Oh, imagine all the minifigures for that. Good stuff. You know, I actually had a chance to go to a Lego store in Copenhagen when I was there for the Sweden trip. But alas, we just kind of glossed over that for whatever reason. And I've been kicking myself ever since. Or in another way, I tell myself, like, okay, now I have an excuse to go back to Copenhagen at some point. Or go to Denmark and like visit whatever actual Lego museum or factory or whatever they might have there. But even just going to a store there would be something unique. Do you not have a Lego store nearby? Oh man, missed out on cheap Legos. I do have a Lego store nearby. There's actually one in the mall near my house, but I think it's different going to a Lego store in Denmark versus going to one in New Jersey. Or I like to imagine so. Like, even just going to the Lego store in New York is different. But to go to a store in the city where it was invented, like, there has to be something special about that. There's a Pokemon Center in New York. Yes. Well, there was a Pokemon Center in New York. Or Is it now just the Nintendo store, or do I have it backwards? It's now become the Pokemon Center, or it used to be the Pokemon Center? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've been to New York, but I do remember that store. I've been to that store many times. I make it a point to go there every time I get the opportunity. Even though I don't always buy something, there's always something either fun to do there or fun to see. Sometimes they do have like really cool merchandise that you wouldn't really find anywhere else. Probably not much different, just different atmosphere. You know, practically speaking, I think you're right, Bat Boy, but maybe it's just something inside me that feels like it would be some kind of accomplishment. I should plan another trip to New York. Even just for the fact that I haven't been there in a while. I just need an excuse to go there besides just going to the Pokemon Center, I feel. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe we can have a meetup. I can be your excuse to go, Ender. And you can be my excuse to go. There's a place in a neighboring city that has a little Lego museum. It's really cool. Oh, nice. I imagine that being similar to like the miniature museum that you took us to. But it's all just Lego. It's harder for you because you don't drive, Ender. That's true. But getting to New York is like, there's a variety of ways of doing it. Like, a lot of train systems have connections to New York. Hey, Screw, welcome back. Has it been an hour already? I guess so. Small place, but lots of cool stuff. Not open all year round, though. Yeah, it's pretty similar. I imagine it's probably not open all year round because, like, maybe they don't make enough to do that. How many people are coming to see Lego pieces? Oh, and thank you for the hydration. Yes, I'm drinking plenty. I have both a cup of water here and some black tea. I like fruit teas too. I like all kinds of teas. I just wanted like a little bit of caffeine. I was kind of in a daze after work today. It was one of those days where it was just like nonstop talking to people, nonstop meetings, and like trying to get stuff done in between. And that's really mentally exhausting. So caffeine was needed. Fancy pants Ipa with the tea. You're not a fan of green or black. Gotta be flavored. It's interesting. I mean, a lot of black teas that I've had are flavored. Or a lot of flavored teas I've had are black teas. Similarly, I've had a lot of flavored teas that are green teas. I mean, flavored teas is not really a category of its own. It's like an existing tea leaf that has some additive to it that gives it flavor. You just don't like them straight. That's fair. That makes sense. All right, here's where it's going to start getting interesting. because I've chosen to just do diagonal lines for this lawn. We're now coming to like a bend or a curve where the line's just gonna go like straight across, basically. Have I heard about those charged lemonades at Panera? They have like 300 milligrams of caffeine. No, I haven't heard about that. To tell you the truth, I don't remember the last time I went to a Panera. I used to really like Panera, but their quality has gone down so much over the years. I guess just like any other restaurant chain like that. Same goes for Starbucks. Starbucks like used to be a cool place to hang out, and they used to have good stuff, and now it's just overpriced fast food, basically. Yeah. That's crazy though. Get an iced energy punch drink from Dunkin' and saw God. It was so strong. I haven't heard of that either. I used to get Dunkin' all the time. But now I have like a higher standard for coffee, I guess. I've become very spoiled with coffee and tea and stuff like that anyway. Most things I don't really care too much. Panda went beyond. Yeah, I bet your heart was palpitating. Like I can't handle energy drinks like that anymore of any kind. I can't drink Monster or Red Bull or anything like that. I don't necessarily have a heart condition, but I might end up having one if I drink one of those things. You like to wake up at 6 a.m. before work and shotgun a Dr. Pepper. That's one way to do it. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is drink like a whole bunch of water. Rehydrate. Other than that, my sleep hygiene, my sleep hygiene is not very good. It's I gotta work on it a bit more. You literally do not remember getting to work, but you were like 20 minutes earlier than usual. Well, that's nice. Oh, you mean the day that you had that Dunkin' Donuts drink? People at work are probably concerned. The pause you took in that sentence, the first thing I like to do in the morning is drink. Yes, just straight whiskey, on the rocks. Really gets me prepared for the onslaught of bullshit that I'll have to face throughout the day. There's no other way to do it. I noticed that's a speech pattern I have, by the way, and I'm starting to get a little bothered by it. Maybe it's something I can work on, or maybe it doesn't matter. But like I often, when I'm thinking about something or trying to have a conversation, I'll just like pause in the middle of a sentence because I'm trying to figure out what to say next. And what I should be doing maybe is figure out what I want to say before I start saying it. You told the dunking lady. I'm sure you meant Duncan, but I like to imagine her just dunking her drink on you or whatever. I told the Duncan lady it. He did not remember afterward, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's normal for that drink." She has it every time. That's how she wakes up in the morning too. She has that drink so she doesn't have to remember the day at Dunkin' Donuts. It's equivalent to 3 monsters. She was trying to show you something. You like the mindset of just start your sentence first and figure it out along the way. Yeah, I speak in ad libs basically. I don't even know what I'm about to say until it just comes out. Maybe there's some middle ground I can find. I'm the embodiment of its head talk. Have any of you heard of a JFK shot? I mean, I've heard of one. Sorry, thought of this because it really wakes you up. No, I can't say I've ever had one of those. And it's weird that it's called a JFK shot if it wakes you up, you know. What am I walking back and forth for? I have green concrete. This is also something I need to work on. Did watch a lady fill up an extra large cup with espresso shots and a dash of cream, and she then chugged it. Yeah. I'm sure my roommate gets lots of customers like that. You just have to stand there and watch. JFK shot is when you turn the shot glass upside down, fill the bottom with any liquor you want, and then you snort it up your nose? Turn the shot glass upside down, fill the bottom with any... I'm having a lot of trouble visualizing this. You fill the bottom of the shot glass while it's upside down? Oh, does the shot glass have like a little divot on the bottom of it? Like it's concave there, so you're just filling up that tiny little space? You pour the liquor on the bottom of the glass. Yes. Okay. So you're just snorting that little, And what exactly are you filling it with? Or you say any liquor you want, but what do you imagine filling it with? You're too young for us, Screw. That's right. I used to drink a lot more, but this year I've been really cutting back a lot on the alcohol. I didn't like how it was affecting my like day-to-day like mental acuity and sleep habits. I've not entirely cut it out. I still drink from time to time, but it's definitely a lot less. Like it was getting bad. Tequila would mess you up. Oh yeah. Oh man, we the last time we got tequila, we got this like jalapeno infused tequila. It was so good. But now I'm imagining doing it with that. Oh god. Rum would especially burn bad. You've done it with vodka, tequila, Jaeger, and I think that's all. Man, you are adventurous. Good for you. Do it while you can. You do only live once, that's true. Bat, you aren't that much older than me. Look, age is just a number. Bat Boy can be as old as he wants. Exactly. Old in spirit, and at the same time young at heart with all the Lego decor and Star Wars walls and all the other fun things. Oh, I guess I should cut it here because then the path is going to come through. I should probably work on that path more. before I finish this. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna end up getting into a trance and astroturfing over where the path is supposed to go. Like I just almost did. This was in the middle of your college experience, so it was the height of my degeneracy. I'm much more calmed down now. Yeah, I feel that. College was kind of like that for me too. It's a good thing. Like you figure out where your point of tolerance is, I guess, where your breaking point is. You have to figure it out some way, right? And hopefully if you're doing it in college, you're doing it with good friends who will take care of you and not leave you in a threatening situation. You got sad yesterday when you bought cough syrup. What made you sad about cough syrup? The age to be was 2005? Huh? Bet you were young in my eyes. You had to do dumb stuff in college, so you didn't do it later in life. Yes, exactly. And do it with people around instead of doing it alone and, you know, putting yourself in danger. To buy it, you had to have been born in 2005 at the earliest. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I get a little bit of mixed feelings every time I see something like that too now. It's like, part of it was like, there used to be so much anticipation or excitement of finally being 18 or 21 or old enough. And now we're like, well, I'm getting into my 30s now. And there's like nothing more to look forward to, right? Or nothing that society tells you. Just things you have to find for yourself. But it's nothing that's like attached to a specific age, right? I don't know, maybe retirement, but it depends on how you look at it. And when you take your retirement, it could be whenever. You have to be 18 to buy cough syrup? Yes, I believe you do. At least now you do. You don't believe I'm a day over 23. Appreciate it. Just like Batboy, like, I think I'm old in spirit, young at heart in ways. I definitely have like, I think an old-fashioned perception of a lot of things, where I like to keep things as simple as possible most of the time. I'm a bit of a minimalist. But I also like fun things, you know? I like having fun. Who doesn't like having fun? Or I guess maybe what is fun for me is more whimsical than what a lot of other adults or people my age might find fun. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you hate fun. You doing those JFK shots every morning. I screwed up here, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. I sure did. I'm having too much fun, and now I'm messing up the lawn. Ugh. Why didn't anyone tell me? I gotta redo this now. This is supposed to be green wool. All right, I'll cut you some slack. Not every morning, but like every other morning. Some mornings you just didn't wake up. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you give yourself a break in between. Yeah, some days are harder than others. I'll admit that working remote has afforded me the opportunity to have a little something to drink when the time calls for it. Some of my best code is code that I've written inebriated. I'm sure I'm not the only one either. Fuels you up and makes you a working machine. In some cases, yeah. I think for me, the times that I have done it, it was more about just the emotional turmoil and stress that I was dealing with from work specifically, not. Yeah, something to take the edge off, exactly. Okay, now I can come in with the green concrete again. It's a little sippy sip, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Real talk though, rather than alcohol, I've been having more like edibles recreationally when I'm in the mood for it. And those have been a lot nicer, just in terms of like, you know, not impacting my sleep quality a lot, or having a lot of other like really harmful impacts on me. I still don't, you know, have them all the time, but when I want to relax a little bit, they're nice. And they also, depending on like the kind of edible or strain or whatever, sometimes they really boost my creativity. Like it's not, well, I guess it is a stereotype, but it's kind of true. Like I get some weird ideas or go down like patterns of thought that I normally wouldn't, and sometimes they're just like throwaway things, like ideas that aren't even worth thinking about, but other times it's like actually something kind of interesting. And so I've gotten into the habit of like writing things down when I'm in that state so that I can ponder about it, you know, later and maybe turn it into something practical. What the? Who did that? Must have been the wind. You know some people that have medicinal prescriptions and they say they are very nice. Yeah, I've definitely experienced that too. Like it takes the pain or discomfort away if you're dealing with that. I actually have like pretty bad restless legs, and sometimes it keeps me awake at night. But I've found that some of the edibles that I have help with that when it gets really bad. And beyond that, I sleep with a weighted blanket as well, and that helps a lot. There's 2 shulkers of sand. You're gonna finish your food. Your name is Wind. Oh, thank you for the shulkers. Did you just throw them somewhere and I wasn't paying attention? Weighted blankets are awesome. Yes, they are. I can't sleep without one now. They're with the gravel. Well, you know, I didn't find the gravel before either. Where did you put these? On the red path? Oh, I see them. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That is awesome. You are a credit to team. You actually can't use your weighted blanket on nights before work because you won't get out of bed in time with it on. It does make it harder. Yeah. You know, once you've actually fallen asleep and gotten your body to that very relaxed state, then it's just extra weight that you have to pull off, and it doesn't make it any easier. Only Friday and Saturday nights for now. Yeah, I totally understand that. And if it weren't for like my condition, like maybe I would do the same, but it helps when I work remote because I don't have to get up as early either. I can literally just like roll over and join a meeting. That's good. At least you get some good quality sleep when you can. It's important. Feel a little bad kind of just going over this cactus farm. I was gonna completely like remove it, but like, you know, clean it all up and fill it in. But then I thought, like, you know, this is a part of history now, and if I just astroturf over it, maybe somebody will like accidentally dig into it one day and be like, oh, what is this? This is a piece of history. This is now archaeology. You know, this is we're adding archaeology to Minecraft ourselves. Can't wait to dig up the cactus farm. I know it sounds kind of lame, but honestly, like, I think if that ends up happening like 2 years from now or something, imagine, like, it'll be a nice moment. Nothing crazy, nothing like a big discovery, but be like, oh yeah, we have this here. I don't know. I just think it's better than completely removing it. There's no point. It's historic. Yes. I will leave it as is. I will not break it. Sometimes I stick signs a block or two under the ground that says things like, you shouldn't be here, or simply egg. Yeah, that's the best. Oh, it's so easy and so fun just leaving like random signs, random messages around the world for people to find. There's not too many games where you can do something like that, but games where you can, it's like always one of the best things about it, right? Think about like all the From Software games where there's all those like user generated messages that you can find. everywhere, and some of them are like really hilarious, and other times they're useful. Always like coming across stuff like that. I actually have a channel point redemption now. Well, I set it up some time ago, but I don't think anybody used it. Maybe it's too expensive. And it's just to put a sign down somewhere with whatever text you want. I thought that might generate some like interesting or funny things for other people on the server to find. If you've ever played on like really old servers, like for instance 2B2T, that was always one of my favorite things about them too, is that, you know, these ruins of old builds or signs that were once there, like who knows how long they've been there, or what was behind them, what happened. People be saying crazy things about the like archaeology features or whatever coming to Minecraft in 1.20, which I think are going to be fun, but like I think their idea of what archaeology in Minecraft is or could be is just not broad enough, or you know, like very shallow. We don't need them. We don't need Mojang to add content for us and label it as archaeology. Like archaeology is a concept. It's a thing that you can do. You can unearth like mysteries or discoveries on old servers, and the pots will be neat. Yes, I really like them as a decorative block. But I'm just saying, like, when people depend so much at this point in Minecraft's like lifespan, of course new content out of the game is good and necessary, but people put so much stake into it when like you could just make whatever you want in this game at this point. You know, I don't need Mojang to add a cut lawn block because I can just make it. They should add silly broken baubles with neat appearances so we can use them as artifacts. Yeah, that would be fun. I could see that being a good thing. Like, even if they have no inherent purpose, it's good to have some items that don't have a purpose in the game so that players can assign their own purpose to it or use it as currency or whatever. Maybe it's a minigame token, you know. Unfortunately, I don't think the broad Minecraft audience sees that as a good thing, and there's this notion that everything in the game, every single block and item, has to have a distinct purpose or set of purposes to it, when really, like, this game is sandbox. This game is a Lego set. You should be creating your own purposes for things. But I think the last time Mojang has done that, or when they used to do that a lot in the past, they got a lot of backlash, and so now their design philosophy is kind of like shifted. Lime. Stay focused. There's a lot of lawn to do. A lot of laundry. Oh, who knows where that went? I should maybe start moving these shulker boxes over. I'll say that now and then wait. You did all of your socks yesterday? What do do you mean you did your socks? Laundry. Oh, okay. But just the socks, though. Yeah, like all of them. Like, all right, yeah, so you have a lot of socks then. You're bad with buying more socks when you run out. Well, then that makes me think that you shouldn't have a lot of socks if you run out of socks and then don't buy them. Since you work in a store that has clothes. Or by bad, do you mean you buy too many socks? I buy too many. Oh, okay. Yeah, can't say I blame you. I would probably do the same if I worked in retail that has clothes. Because I go through socks like they're nothing. I'll wear a pair of socks for like a month or two and, well, not, you know, consistently, but I'll wear them out very quickly. They don't have a long lifespan with me. I am constantly getting rid of and buying new socks. Oh, thank you, Ender. Just in time, too, because I need to grab more lime. Wherever it is. Oh. Here. All right, see you later, Bat Boy. Thanks for hanging around. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming anyway, because I'm really starting to get hungry now, and my window is closing. Eating blueberries, that sounds like a good snack. I think that's what I need late at night. Instead of having like a full meal, I should just snack on some things. I still can't really do it while streaming though, because my microphone would definitely pick that up. Pancake Tuesday? Pancakes for dinner? That's so fun. Blueberries are good because of the antioxidants. Yes. Always heard about those antioxidants and how good they are. I still don't fully understand what they do, though. They're like good for your immune system, right? Or am I just blindly guessing? They got those good sugars, that's right. The sugars you crave. Hmm. I think before I do more on this side, I should try to extend the path. But I don't feel like doing that right now. You're supposed to eat a handful of blueberries or an orange if you start to feel sick. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I think like fresh fruit in general is always something I reach for whenever I feel like nauseous or a little bit sick. It's always helpful. It absorbs everything and gives you the good vitamins to get back in shape. Oh, I might be done. I'm trying to think of if there's any other like small tasks I can do tonight, or if I just want to stop and get something to eat. Let's see. I do have a list here of things to do for streaming. Oh. Well, that's something I can do. Yeah, there's nothing on my list that I can just like jump to very quickly. There's gonna be some prep needed. A little bit. So for now, I might just be done. What do you got? Oh, you got moss. Look at that. He's buying weathered cut copper stairs. He's got some dead bubble coral. He's buying petrified oak slabs too. Oh man. Yeah, nothing that good. There you go. Oh god. Oh. Hey, by the way, Ender. Over here, you can kind of see the shape of the circle is covering up this cave entrance. Which I thought you might be sad about, so maybe I was thinking... Oh, okay, goodbye. I was thinking of putting like a well or something, or some kind of sketchy looking orifice to still access that cave, even after the lawn is done. You could just put a sewer there. Yeah, that's true. It could connect with your sewer. Yeah. You know, that's on my list of things to do too, is start working on the like item sewer system for the World Hall storage. We talked before about how there would be a network of tunnels underground that would lead from the World Hall like categorizer to any like random convenient points all over the living island for people to just drop items into. And I need to get started on like the main branches of that at some point. Yeah, I think that's been the primary holdup, is just deciding how deep it should be, because already people have some projects underground here, and especially Coco's like more recent maze project is already at deep slate level. So, you know, how do you decide what is the appropriate? Should we just go all the way, or should it be like? I kind of feel like I don't want to put it all the way down to bedrock, because not only is that a longer way for the items to travel, but then it's more monotonous digging up the deep slate. So I'm kind of thinking maybe like just before deep slate level, like at level 0, so then we're still digging through stone. And then at points where it might intersect somebody's project, we just, you know, create a diversion or integrate it with the project in a way that's pleasant. Sewers are usually close to the surface. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that. Like, how far even is that? Level 0. Or maybe level 0 is even too far, because that's already down here. Oh, there's a lush cave. Maybe that could work, or maybe it could even be a bit higher. It should be below sea level, though, shouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it some more. Sea level is 64. I mean, like, the bottom of the seafloor. Because if we have to, for some reason, extend one of the sewer tunnels like out into the ocean, we don't want to deal with like a lot of flooding. You're watching the stream now too, Coco? Okay. I've been streaming for like the past almost 2.5 hours, so I'm actually thinking about wrapping it up. But I've just been working on the lawn this whole time. And it's coming along. I'm at a point now where I'm like, well, I'm almost done with this side, but I kind of want to figure out the rest of this square path around the World Hall before I do a lot more. And I don't have a lot of materials put together to start working on that right now. Namely, there's some rooted dirt in this mixture, in this texture. And I'm going to need to grind a little bit for that. Looking good? Yeah, I think it's coming together really well. It was kind of hard to tell when it was just like a few stripes of it, but now that there's a large portion of it done, I'm really liking how this is coming out. And I think it'll look even better when there's some small details added to it, like the topiaries or other decorations. And I'd also like to put in like a, you know, decorative like stone retaining wall around the outside of it. Not retaining wall, but like, you know, a nice little garden wall along the edge of it. That'll give it a good, like, sensible separation from the rest of the area too. Just something simple in the same kind of stone palette as the World Hall, like platform, plateau, whatever. You have legit run out of redstone dust. I can't say I'm surprised, because I can't even imagine how much was required for that project. The good news is you had 2 shulker boxes full. Well, we probably dug up a whole ton of it. Just digging out that area, yeah. You have Fortune 4, Coco? I'm starting to get hiccups now. I'm not a fish. I don't have gills. Oh my god, I just realized your ultimate plot. Oh no, the homeowners association is on to me. The ocean around the island is at like 34 to 30. Yeah, so maybe like just below 30 would be a good level. Maybe we can make it at level 20, so we have some wiggle room to make it higher if we want to. You're encapsulating the town hall in a large melon. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it kind of is. I'm just drawn to it. It's just part of me. I can't help it. I'm out of control. Come to think of it, I actually considered at one point like using melons as part of the palette when I was experimenting with green colors, because it is like rather close to that very vibrant green you get with the grass in the Mushroom Islands. Where was I doing it? Over here. Like, it's hard to see because the porcelain doesn't have the same hue for the grass, but like that's not a bad green color. And you know, if you saw it in a large amount, then all the detail of it would kind of blend and it wouldn't look so bad, right? It's just that, you know, up close, like it is a bit ugly, too much, too busy. But it could be a fun thing to have somewhere on Twinkle Toes. I think Twinkle Toes would lend itself to that kind of chaos. You could blend it with some moss, perhaps, but even moss in comparison is a lot darker. This could go more with the like lime concretes, or just lime stuff in general. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the terracotta more so. See, even that is darker. Perhaps slime. Slime almost has like, I don't know, more blue to it than yellow. Well, yeah, I'm set with the palette that I'm going to use for the lawn. At this point, I'm just experimenting with colors now to see what else melons could possibly go with. The lime wool, perhaps. Dark prismarine, though. Oh, it's like a contrasting block. Ooh. Yeah, there might be something there. I think if I were to actually use it decoratively, it would put it in a wall like this. Could also be, what is it, kelp? Kelp blocks. Could look good with that. For one, welcome Slime Lawn. Slawn. There's a cute house somewhere under. There's so much stuff here now. A new bylaw. Oh, this one here? Only slawns, no grass. This is a very cute house. Who made this? And what was this for? This kind of feels like a B-Man build to me. Or maybe Skit. What the? How did you do that? What the? On my screen ender, you're just like kind of clipping through blocks. It must have been some kind of desync. Wow, it's nice in here. Whole interior. The house is fake. I'm just imagining it. Does this mean I'm kicked out of the homeowners association? Maybe someone's shop house? Maybe? No idea, but it is very cute. I like it. I don't think I have a record of this. Yeah, I don't. You need to work on some industrial area. Yeah, we talked about having a place for like some farms. Set in like a industrial aesthetic somewhere on the living island. You like the new shop? That's your new one. Oh, this is yours, Needle? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I like it a lot. So is this something for the living island then? Man, I was saying like maybe this is B-Man's. Like you did a great job on this, Needle. It must have been some time ago. Goddess goods, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to see it somewhere on the island. Where would a shop like this go? You know, maybe that's what like the upper portion of the living island should be, because Twinkle Doze is like the crazy carnival chaotic minigame area, and then we'll have more industrial like buildings, urban, suburban area in the southwest of the living island, where the Moss Oasis is literally an oasis of greenery. And then maybe towards the north could be more like rural or more like fantasy aesthetic with a lot more green spaces with, you know, houses and shops to break it up. I guess we'll have to think about that some more. And maybe at some point in the future have another like planning doodle session for the living island. Taking into account some of the bigger ideas that we already established and then trying to refine them further. Another round table, yeah. I think so. Those are fun too. I think we should just do them more in general, not just for the living island, but any kind of community project we want to get into. Like for instance, Hollowvale, like next year, if we start getting more interested in builds like that again, we could try to plan out Hollowvale that way. Well, just some thoughts. I think I'm gonna end the stream for now because it's now 8:30, or not 8:30, it's 8 o'clock, and I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is not a lot, but it's a lot for me considering I don't really stream often. Yes, I'm gonna get food before I can't have food, and then I'm probably gonna go watch some Lost before bed. We just finished season 2, by the way. It's getting really interesting. But I'll talk about that more another time, I guess. Gosh. Red Gear's probably streaming now, isn't he? So I guess I'll raid him. Let me see, streaming notifications. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, All right, let's do that. All right, here we go. Got one viewer ready. There you go, Needle. You're in both. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. There was some very fun conversations, and I'll certainly stream again in the near future. Hopefully, when I get the itch. Have a good night.